These are the diaries of Link Tangent, space cartographer.
Link, it's me, you from an alternate dimension.
Gasp!
I know, right? Listen, I'm here to remind you that the final performance of your hilarious sci-fi action romp, Link's Gambit, is at the Pleasance Courtyard at the Edinburgh Fringe next week at 8:10 p.m. on Wednesday the 19th of August, guest starring Kieran Hodgson and Freya Parker.
Yes, I know. Why are you telling me?
Because in my universe, I forgot and didn't show up, so the show didn't happen.
Oh no. So, wait, in your universe, the 19th of August has already happened?
Yes, I'm from another universe and also slightly further ahead in time.
That's confusing. Couldn't you just be from the future in this universe?
Well, I'm not. I'm from an alternate universe. And I've come to tell you not to forget to turn up and star in Crowley Time Live, Link's Gambit at the Edinburgh Fringe next week at 8:10 p.m. on Wednesday the 19th of August.
Don't worry, other me from an alternate universe and also the future.
A bit.
The future a bit. Don't worry, I'll be there. And I hope you will be too, listeners. Go to live.crowleytime.com for all live show information and tickets.
Oh, and also, don't wear leopard print pants tomorrow.
Why not?
I hope you never find out.
Good God.
Crowley time!
In times of struggle, we must remember those who make others struggle for them. The fakers, the takers, the business world shakers up. Those who would rather die than give to charity. They are the
Faces of Conquest.
Greetings and welcomes, listeners, to the second in this worrying series, where Tez Tucker, professional billionaire, seeks out other optimized individuals and asks them how they built their colossal business empires and, more importantly, how they got away with it. This week's guest is Roderick Lamb of Cyber Lamb Industries, where an unexpected resource is already being exploited in an imaginative and repulsive way. Thanks to John Rain for putting us in touch with Roderick. What's up, all my conquistadors out there? This is the man Tez Tucker, head of Tesco, not Tesco. It's a separate business. Here talking to another absolute ruddy legend, a chap, a very entrepreneurial sort of fellow called Roderick Lamb. Roderick, it's a huge pleasure to talk to you over this internet screen, whatever it is.
Oh, well, thanks so much for having me.
Huge pleasure. Pleasure mundo, because to be honest, as I understand it, technology and tech indeed are at the forefront of business at the moment. And so are things that are related to those like genes, optimizing, splicing, creating perfect humans, creating imperfect humans, maybe to do war with the perfect humans someday, hence motivating industry. I don't know. Really, I'm just the kind of guy at the top. I'm the guy with the readies, the cash, who makes the big calls. But as for the little decisions, I leave that up to all of the sort of the insects that work beneath me, below the 47th floor, as I like to say.
Yeah.
So anyway, tell us about yourself, Roderick. So what's your industry? Where'd you come from?
Well, I come from Surrey.
Surrey, yeah, okay, interesting. I've heard of that.
Yeah. It's a place full of people.
Is that part of the home counties?
It is when I'm there.
Okay, I own that. I don't know if you knew. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, you don't mind if I smoke this cigar, do you?
No, not at all. I mean,
Good.
we're literally, I'm on the other end of a call, so I won't experience it. You don't mind if I smoke a cigar over here, do you?
I do, actually.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. What if I told you it was 10 times more expensive than your cigar?
Oh, well, that's fine.
This was hand-rolled by Fidel Castro on the thighs of Fidel Castro.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, smooth. Anyway, let's save that for later, actually. But anyway, so Surrey, you're from Surrey. Do you still work there, do you, Roderick?
I drop in every now and then.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mainly live in London.
London,
days.
okay, yeah, good town. I mean, I look down on it right now, every day.
Yeah.
And so what kind of setup you got there? You got yourself a lab, you got some kind of setup there, home base?
Well, my home base is, I like to keep things very minimal. I've got literally like a television.
Okay.
Which, by the way, I don't watch.
Right, no, of course, no.
Yeah.
No.
And I've got a bookcase full of many, many good books, which, I don't read because that's for soys.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, what kind of beta has time to look at words on a page and use the eyes to interpret their meaning and maybe even at the sissiest end of the spectrum conjure images in their mind? I mean, the very idea kind of makes me feel sick.
Yeah, well, what I like to think of it is I feed books to the eggheads.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like putting fuel into a fire, and
That's
they
right.
come out the other end stronger.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and they come out more boffin-y, and then they can boffin up some boffin ideas for you.
That's right.
Maybe something you can make some money out of via the military.
Well, yeah.
It's always the military, isn't it? It's funny. Do you ever find that every discovery you make, it's like eventually the military goes, "Oh, we can turn that into a weapon."
Oh, well, funnily enough, my one I'm going to talk to you about today,
Yeah.
I did bring it to the military's attention, and funnily enough, it is uniquely pointed towards them, but they weren't interested.
Really? Oh, that's a shame. Well, we'll hear about that in a second. So, okay, talk to us now. So you run, what is it, Cyber Lamb Industries?
Cyber Lamb Industries, yeah. Well, it started off, I bumped into a guy up high once, and he was talking to me all night about jeans.
Jeans, yeah, okay, so like nice stonewash.
Exactly, I was really interested. I said to him, these are the kind of ones you have to get in the bath with. And he looked at me really confused, and it turned out he was talking about genetic engineering.
Oh, right, okay. But you do get in the bath with that as well, right? I mean, I hope you told
can
them.
do.
You have to. It's inside your body.
I'm trying to look for investment because I'm trying to run some sort of gene deal going on, and I think it's a really, really sweet deal. I think what I've got going here is really flying so far under the radar it could be considered some sort of mole.
Wow, so like a kind of mole underneath the ground. The radar's scanning maybe the sky.
Not even picking it up.
This thing's a little mole digging a tunnel. Radar's got no idea.
No idea.
None at all.
Absolutely none.
So what is the project you are working on? Because
TES.
You said
TES.
yeah.
Let me give you 2 words.
Yeah.
Multiplex genetic engineering, synthetic biology, and biotechnology.
That was 2 words.
Yeah.
Where does the second word begin?
That doesn't matter.
Okay. All right.
Well, we're not focusing on details.
No, it sounds good though. I mean, I was impressed hearing it, and I don't know what it means. Even I was impressed.
Well, I can tell you what it means.
Right.
What we're doing is, let me put it in simple terms.
Yeah. Okay.
Multiplex genetic engineering, synthetic biology, and biotechnology. Brackets.
Yeah.
We're going to bring back dead things.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But not just dead things. I mean extinct things.
Are we dinosaurs?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I think someone else is doing that. We're not doing dinosaurs. We're not doing animals per se.
Okay.
Right. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If someone that you liked has died,
Yeah.
right, but they were very unique,
Yeah.
wouldn't you want to bring them back?
It's got to be Big Thatch, old Maggie.
Right.
Never cried in my life except for the day she died.
Yeah, sure. It's because she fell on your foot.
When she keeled over, it did, make quite an impact. A bit of reconstructive surgery there. But,
well, it's interesting you bring her up because it's not her.
Oh, okay, no. So, but
Right.
could you be convinced with maybe billions of pounds to bring her back someday?
Well, maybe.
Could you be convinced to engineer her with a kind of indestructible robot exoskeleton so she could never die?
I mean, that could happen later on down the line.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that later. But for now,
that's the top floor of your shard. Your idea shard that's
foreskin.
the top floor.
Yeah. Okay.
We're talking about the atrium right now. We're at the base level. We've just walked in through the doors. There's
The mons pubis.
There's a security guard that we don't really know or trust, but he's there.
Yeah.
And my investment, my idea, it starts here.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is it's limitless. Well, how many floors is the shard? It's like 50 floors, right?
I've not counted actually. I just there's one lift.
50 or 60.
There's only one lift that goes straight to the top, and I just get in that, go straight.
Sure.
Up.
Well, that's the limit. That's
Okay.
the ceiling, and that's pretty high, right?
Yeah, very high. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
Okay. What if I told you I was in bed
Yeah.
with a very, very rich investment company who were very interested in this idea and have been secretly.
You started with in bed, and I was actually imagining something even more exciting, and then you sort of backtracked it a bit by saying it was an investment company. And
Yeah, it is a bed. It's a metaphorical bed.
okay, a metaphor. Yeah, I've heard of that. That's great.
Huge metaphor bed.
Yeah, big
right?
business metaphors. I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a meta bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've all met her.
Yeah.
So we're in bed with this conglomerate. Okay.
Yeah.
They're very powerful. Mm-hmm. They're very far-reaching. They can topple governments.
Wow.
At every turn.
Yeah.
They can change the mood of the nation.
Ooh.
And they can sometimes confuse a soul singer with a darts player. But I'll get to that later.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Intriguing.
What if I said to you 3 letters? Ready?
Right.
BBC.
BBC. Okay.
BBC.
That's the British big
Broadcasting
channels.
Corporation.
Corporation. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So they're the woke enemies of the Free State, right?
That's right. But that's just a cover.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because secretly, I don't know if people know this, because I walked past a bus the other day
Okay.
and I heard someone on that bus saying, the BBC iPlayer and BBC Sounds should be on the same platform. And I wanted to tap my nose at them and say, well, there's a reason they can't.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And this is between you and me, right?
Okay, yeah.
They can't because the BBC have funneled all their money. This is why they're cancelling radio, and Night of the Apollo disappeared the other day, and I know why. They have put £10.6 trillion into this project.
Wow. Into your project?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen any of it.
You haven't, not with your eyes?
Not with my eyes. But
See, that's what I do. I try and make sure, like, if I'm doing a deal for anything over 10 billion, I will make sure at least 1 billion of that is delivered in a truck in cash. Tens, ideally, just so I can roll around on it, show it to a homeless man. Just like something, because you want to get a feel for what that money really is.
Well, they brought Tony Blackburn round on a scooter.
Uh-huh.
And he had like a delivery bag.
Yeah.
And in there was a cheque for £1.3.
Wow. Okay, so that was, you could see that money anyway.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, the point is, he came to me and he said the top brass of the BBC have heard about your idea and they think it's a game changer.
Right.
And then they want to put all their money into it.
Okay.
And
so this is the bringing dead people back to life business.
Particular endangered group, very endangered. In fact, they're all dead.
Okay.
There was one left we were testing on, but he died in the lab. A group back to save the BBC because they're also dying.
Yeah, I've heard this. Share prices right through the floor.
That's right.
And also apparently they're publicly owned.
What?
The BBC, they're publicly owned, like the normal.
Well, like someone was rude to them on an app or something.
No, that's like not like when I publicly owned James Dyson.
Yeah.
No, it's more like firemen.
Oh yeah.
It's like firemen but actors.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like Disney Plus, this I understand. My own streaming platform plus Max Go Extreme flavor.
Yeah.
These are concepts I understand. Advertising, subscription model, shareholders, but like it's like they're talking alien language. I don't understand.
No, it doesn't make any sense to me. But all I understand is the cold hard fact of currency.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. To me, that's its own language. That's like
our mother tongue.
Exactly. So right, BBC. I went and met them in a clandestine operation room.
Okay.
Which is, I don't know if you know this, but the old BBC, they had a building in London which was called the Donut, right?
Right, okay.
And it turns out it's because it was sort of shaped like a donut.
Yeah. You couldn't eat it.
No, you couldn't.
Oh,
even if you tried.
It's disappointing.
I met in a secret floor beneath there, right?
The sub-donut.
The sub-donut in a room that was hosted by the woman who used to be in Grange Hill, used to play a woman called Mrs. McCluskey.
Mrs. McCluskey from Grange Hill.
Yeah, she didn't die. Apparently, she isn't dead.
Okay.
She told me she was very interested in my idea.
Yeah.
And then I explained it to her. Basically, the BBC is only still alive. The only thing that's keeping the BBC alive is repeats of an old TV show they had called Dad's Army.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you're going to have to help me out here, there, Roderick, because so for me, I was brought up in a certain way.
Yeah.
Private education.
Sure.
Summers in the Riviera, rest of the year mainly also in the Riviera. Private tutors, that kind of thing. So it was for me. It was not so much the world of television as achievement-driven books.
Yeah.
Instructions.
So you had a working class background, is what you're saying?
Well, I had a real sort of earthy background of hard labour.
Struggle.
Is what I'm trying to get across. Because those private tutors, they could be real, hard taskmasters. They really could. And so I remember once I said, "Can I go skiing today instead of maths?" And the tutor said, "No, you can't do that." And I said, "I'll have you fired." And they said, "Well, okay then." And that's the kind of thing I was working against.
That is brutal, isn't it?
So anyway, sorry. So I didn't really get acquainted with. There are certain things I just never really kind of bothered with, like TV shows would be one of them. Also, films. Any films that aren't about the lives of incredibly rich industrialists. I saw that Social Network. Do you remember that film, The Social Network?
Yeah.
I watched that. I loved that. I thought the guy playing the hero, Mark Zuckerberg, was fantastic. Really got across what a super great guy he is, and really fun.
Yeah.
And other things, a few other sort of biopics like that. But apart from that, it seems like a total waste of my time.
Yeah.
Oh, and music. as well. I've never heard that.
Oh,
but apart from that,
disgusting.
so I try and stay switched on. But so you're gonna have to catch me up with a few things like what TV is, what's what is this Dad's
Well,
Army?
Dad's Army was a show that was on in the late 60s and 70s. I had to look this up, right?
Yeah.
And it was about a load of
that BTT.
yeah.
Before Ted Tucker.
Before
Anyway,
Ted Tucker, yeah. But it's about a load of old people who are dying.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, who
Sounds hilarious.
yeah, and they're all dying,
Yeah.
and they all live by the sea and dress up as soldiers.
Okay.
Yeah, and what happened was they were so popular that eventually, when they all did die,
Yeah.
everyone was sad,
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine.
and the BBC itself has never really recovered from that loss.
Yeah.
They show it every day of the year.
Yeah, sort of out of mourning.
Morning, and they show it every hour of the day during Christmas as well.
Right, yeah. Reminds me of when old Thatch died. And I mean, ever since then, I've listened to her speeches daily, every morning after I wake up.
Yeah. I mean, she wasn't so much the Iron Lady as the Platinum Lady.
That's right.
Really?
I mean, the platinum record, as far as I'm concerned, certainly gets spun a lot in my house.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Houses, mansions, and apartment complexes.
Of course. Yeah. So once they'd found out that we had the technology to help with this,
Yeah.
because obviously what we were going to do is bring back something like, I don't know, a shrew
Yeah.
or
Like a cat.
a cat
Yeah.
or an ant, just as a
An
test.
ant, yeah, a little tiny ant. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because you can kill that really easily as well. So you can bring it back, kill it, bring it back again.
Yeah. But then the head of the BBC came in. He said to me, this ant thing you can do,
Yeah.
he said, would it be applicable to Arthur Lowe?
Arthur Lowe.
Arthur
And
Lowe.
he is one of the father's armies.
He's one of the Father's Army. I had to look this up.
Yeah.
I asked ChatGPT, obviously.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
and
great guy.
they said that he was in Taggart. Turns out he wasn't.
Right, okay.
Taggart was
So
a
you-
cop show.
hey, Smina.
Yeah.
What is Arthur Lowe?
Yeah.
And Smina will normally say, Smina's great voice is like, Arthur Lowe is a Taggart. And I'll go, oh, great. So,
Yeah.
but you're saying that wasn't true?
No. He was the star of,
Yeah.
Dad's Army, not Father's.
Dad's Army.
Dad's
okay.
Army.
Yeah, so Dad's Army. Yeah.
So what we did is we then took away a sample of his DNA.
Uh-huh.
And I gave it to the boys in the lab, and they
great.
they brought it back. And although that didn't work, we have to start small. You know, like when they clone animals, they start
Yeah.
small. So, like with dinosaurs, for instance, and when they do that, they start with like a little one.
Yeah,
cute
little one of those little cute guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to start with the Verger from Dad's Army.
Right. Okay. So there's a verger.
Hmm.
This is someone who hasn't made love or what?
No, not a Virgin.
You're going to have to help me out.
A Verger.
It's,
He was a character in the show that wasn't in it a lot.
okay.
So he had a small part.
Small role. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. So he's not the biggest. The biggest
Ironically, it
specimen.
went wrong, and he ended up having a big part. But
Right. Oh, okay. So that's actually a therapy that I might be interested in exploring.
yeah, so we had to start. Well, in the end, we ended up with a working prototype.
Okay, so this verger with a great big old member. He's tell me more about him. Like what kind of what was the experience like of him being born or reborn?
It was not. It wasn't. It took a few goes. The first one, he just screamed incessantly.
Right. Okay. Just screaming and screaming. Yeah.
So we had to sort of go in with hammers and
Yeah.
destroy him.
Destroy him. Okay, with hammers.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is. I've heard that's the most effective way to.
It's the
deal
most
with,
humane, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we kept going. You know, science is a process. We had to keep going, and then eventually that still didn't work.
Yeah.
We went back to the drawing board. We got a very good private walker,
Yeah.
played by a guy called James Beck. He had like a little pencil moustache. Bit of a
Oh
spiff
yeah, James
character.
Beck. Funnily enough, actually, I think he was a distant family friend, and so I think I do remember that guy. So he was. He's been gone a long time, right? He was actually
Yeah.
not old, and yet somehow
No.
died as well.
Somehow died because I told you it's a show about people who just die.
Yeah,
Would die in.
okay. Because I remember I saw a picture of him once. My dad was telling me about this guy who was a family friend, and I saw a picture of him with his moustache and his hair all neat, combed over, and cigarette and drink. And I was going, oh wow, this seems like the coolest guy ever. And then my dad said, I was sat on my dad's knee there, and I said, wow, that guy looks really cool. And
Yeah.
my dad said, well, that's James Beck. He died. So he's a loser, son. Do you think he's so cool now? And I said, no.
I mean, he's right.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But, who's really winning here is that I'm bringing them all back for a cash.
Well, I'd like to meet him again now he's no longer a loser. I'd like to see if he's still the coolest guy.
You wouldn't like him now?
No? Okay, tell me about it.
Well, we brought him back.
Yeah.
He got off of the board he was on.
Yep.
Took off the electrodes.
Yep.
And he just started really being quite horrible to everybody.
Really, like calling names or what?
So he was speaking incoherently.
Yeah.
He was being, frankly, offensive.
Really?
And he was asking for something called a What News Party 7.
Right, don't know what that is.
No.
Okay.
No, nor did we. In the end, we had to bulk gun him.
Right, okay, right in the bombs there.
Yeah. Trouble is, though, we didn't know this, but part of the process of what we're doing, if you do exterminate them, they come back as a ghost.
Really? So you've got a ghost of James Beck there.
We did briefly, but then we realised you can hoover them up.
Oh, okay. So you get your Hoover and you whiz them up, up the old.
Yeah, he's living in a Gremlin Hoover in our basement.
No, okay. So you keep him in there. That's great.
Yeah. We then had to go through a kind of like 3, because science, I don't know if you know this, but science is like repetition.
Yeah. Try something out. Doesn't work, try it again.
Also, if you try something and it works, you then try again to see if it worked again.
Just like diamond mines in the African subcontinent.
Exactly. Yeah. So what we had to do eventually is because the lab next door were actually cloning Kodiak bears.
Kodiak bears, nice. I've shot a few of those actually.
Oh, good. With a camera or a gun? Or?
No, with a gun, and I mean like a big gun. Like there was no trace of them left.
Sure.
Because I mean the old thing, rich guys used to do back in the them days was they used to shoot something with just like a rifle or a pistol, and then clean that up the wound and stuff it full of sawdust and or have just like a head on the wall. These days it's we're talking particle weapons. So when you shoot those animals, they get shot. And I mean, good luck proving they ever existed in the first place. That's except for the Instagram story. If it didn't happen on the Instagram story, did it really happen?
Well, they say what happens on Instagram stories stays on Instagram stories.
Stays on Instagram stories, and whoever is able to view the Instagram stories.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
The Kodiak bears were being cloned next door.
Yeah.
And then because we knew we had like 4 James Becks.
Yeah, okay.
We then were just
all dead by now? Like were they ghosts?
No, they were still wandering about, talking incoherently, trying to sell us things.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So we just combined the two because we needed to test if their Kodiak bears worked.
Yeah.
And I needed to test if our James Beck would be eaten by bears. So we just would
just one of the tests you have to do.
Put them in a big sort of like Colosseum.
Yeah, like a sort of pen. Yeah, Colosseum. Yeah, arena.
Yeah, and we'd use it as a sort of like team building exercise. Really, we'd all meet up and have a few drinks.
Yep.
Do some heroin.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just watch a bear tear James Beck to pieces.
Yeah, like a big army of bears and a big army of James Becks. I've got to say, I mean, this is where I start to think maybe you need someone like me who's got a dab hand with the old marketing and the business.
Well, this is
strategizing, because I would be tempted to stop there and go, this is the model we need. This is like a load of naked James Becks. I'm assuming they were still naked.
Yes, of course.
Yep. Running around in an arena with Kodiak bears chasing them, trying to eat them.
Well, they weren't trying; they were.
Well, succeeding in eating them, I suppose.
Succeeding in eating them. But what worries is I did cross my mind as well. But then I think we'd lose the BBC investment.
Yeah, good point. Because they're not going to be interested in having these.
That's not going to play at 3 o'clock on Christmas Day.
No, and that's what they really need these guys for. This is what the Dad's Army pool of people represents. You tell me.
Because there are, exactly. And there are moments where James Beck has to bend over to get away from the bear, and he has got the hairiest undercarriage I've ever seen.
Has he really?
We can pixelate it out.
Oh, it's the 70s, right? It's like, But anyway, so for the time being, I want to hear more about this strategy, this BBC strategy.
Well, the BBC want to bring it back because I think they realise that it's the only thing that's holding them together. So if they had new episodes of Dad's Army with fully functioning cast members who are still alive...
Yeah.
I mean, that's the crown jewels, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're going to be printing money and then giving it back to the British public, apparently, the idiots.
Yeah, and also we'll always have the red button as well, which means that at any point...
Launch the nukes at the White House.
Well, but also at any point, if your James Becks, Arthur Lowe's, Arnold Ridleys do go wrong during a broadcast...
Yeah.
We can just press that red button and they will get detonated.
Oh, so they got the kill switches implanted. That is good strategy, my man. That is really smart. What is it, like a little bomb or something?
It's just an internal thing we build into the DNA that shuts their body down and also creates a small explosion.
Okay.
Or an implosion, actually, in their brainstem.
Yeah, okay, great. So the brain stops working and bosh, down they go like a big bag of potatoes. It sounds good.
They do. I'm looking for a crypto investment.
Crypto only.
Crypto only.
Have you gone full crypto?
I've gone full crypto.
You see, I'm too married to the gold standard. You know what I mean?
Is it?
Like, I mean, I've got underground vaults full of gold. And again, to be honest, I just like going down there, rolling around on them, that kind of thing. I've got to say, by the way, before we get too far into this conversation, today's program is sponsored by Rifkin's Blood Diamonds, accredited blood diamonds, authenticity certificates all the way down the line, top customer service, 5 stars on Trustpilot. Rifkin's Blood Diamonds. Check them out /Tesco. Anyway, sorry, just got to do that. Otherwise, if I don't say it out loud, then I won't get the money.
You won't get the coin.
No, I'm not going to get the coin. Although they pay only in blood diamonds, I've found. Anyway, so you go only with crypto, and listen, I understand the sense of that. That's great. So currently you're at a point with this project where you've got you're looking for crypto investment. You've got a big bunch of James Becks running around, getting eaten by bears.
Too many, if anything.
Sliced up. I mean, you must have seen James Beck die in every way that it's possible for a to die.
It's getting quite boring now. Yeah.
Boring. Okay.
Yeah.
You got too much of a good thing.
Too much of a good thing. John LeMessurier and Arthur Lowe, or other people from it, they tend to hide.
Oh, they hide. Okay.
But Beck just comes out. Excuse my language, but I get passionate. He comes running out, arms swinging at these bears and anything really.
Yeah.
And he always regrets it. But of course, the other guy didn't know that. The other Becks don't know that.
Next Beck doesn't know. Different Beck. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
But it goes to show that DNA is innate, isn't it?
It does, yeah, because, I mean, he's a handy guy. He's a handy guy, Beck. Like I say, till he died, he was a cool guy. And obviously he's got a lot of determination to throw some fists at a bear.
I think we could all learn something from that.
I think we could. That's very much, in fact, what you're describing is kind of how I picture my spirit animal. James Beck flinging his fist at a bear, only in my spirit animal's case, it would win.
There's so much money to be wasted elsewhere. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really good at wasting money. And I just feel like if it's an uninspiring way to waste money, like a new private military company run only by clowns, like that's a really, really bad investment. That's a waste of money.
It's a waste of money.
It's sensational, isn't it? It's fun.
But it's a good waste of money, though.
Yeah, it's a great waste of money.
Yeah.
So you got these models. Arthur Lowe, LeMessurier, they're hiding. James.
We still haven't found them. In fact. Yeah.
Oh right. Okay. So you're going to need to make some more.
We need to make some more, and that's why I need some crypto investment. Because I can't tell the BBC that I've lost Arthur Lowe and John LeMessurier.
No, I mean, they'd be livid. Absolutely
They'd
furious.
be really angry.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So I can't tell them that. So I'm thinking if I circumnavigate the Beeb, as I call them, no one else has ever called them that, but I do. If I come to you with this proposal, you, Tez, and we go in on this together,
okay,
the limitless, the possibilities are, if you think above the shard, they're limitless. We start with Dad's army, we end with, John Thor.
John Thor, Inspector Morse.
Exactly.
Again, that was my father's favourite TV show, so I did see some of that as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'd love to see a bit more of Thory, a couple more Oxford-based murder investigations, and a nice frosty pint of beer. I'm intrigued by this. Before we get into that, though, there's one thing I have to ask all of my guests. It's a quest I've been on for quite some time now. It's information I need to try and find out, in the modern business landscape. What is AI?
AI?
Yeah.
Well, it's when a group of alcoholics get together.
No, that's AA, because I've heard of that before. My old CFO, he had to go there because, he had a wife and he cared what she thought, so he had to sort himself out.
What a story.
Pathetic. But, so AI.
Right.
I hear a lot about it. I'm trying to find out what it is.
It's probably something complicated that you don't have any business knowing about, really.
Yeah. Okay.
Like air.
Air. Okay. Oh, yeah. You mean like the air that we breathe?
Exactly. Or, what's in water? I don't know.
No. Yeah. I mean, I never drink it, so it doesn't really affect me.
I mean, there's animals in that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. In water?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I found this out the other day. I was at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And the waiter, I said I wanted some lobster. The waiter pointed at this big glass cage full of water. Mm-hmm. And they pulled this lobster out of the water. And I said, hang on. I just had a glass of water. Did it come from that? He said no. I don't believe him.
No, but why would you have the big tank of water otherwise?
Exactly.
So the lobster box, that's got water in it.
It's got water in it.
Water? No way. Okay.
Yeah.
I assumed it was going to be some sort of liqueur like Curacao or some kind of...
I thought it was ice.
Ice, yeah.
It turns out it's water.
Just stacks of ice. Yeah. You can make a kind of like a big brick of ice just out of putting loads of ice in there, and then
why don't they
put the lobster in there? Well, I know exactly.
Has no one ever thought of that?
Just cheap. I mean, I'm going to get in touch with all of my restaurant brand managers and just say, listen, are you putting water in the lobster tank? And if they say yes, then, well, firstly, they're fired. Secondly, their families get killed. Thirdly, whoever I get to replace them is going to then be put in the ice blocks in the lobster tank.
Well, I went home and I emailed Tim Martin, who I know personally.
Yeah, okay.
I said to him, lobster's off.
Right? Yeah.
And he came back to me and he said, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I just went, I know Tim, he's being sarcastic. Right?
Yeah.
So I just sent him back, lobster's off.
Yeah.
And he sent me back again saying, what are you talking about? And I just replied going, I get it.
Uh-huh.
I haven't heard from him since.
No, okay. All right, great.
I haven't seen any lobster at the Weatherspoons though, so.
No, me neither. I mean, I hardly even know what that is. No. But he's a good guy though, Tim, because he was big fan of Brexit. And I mean, that really destabilized a lot of economic regulations that have advantaged me personally to the tune of several trillion. So, in a way I owe him one, but in more of a way I owe anybody nothing.
Well, Tim's what we like to call an all-round entertainer. And you know what? He's the only man I've ever seen French kiss a monkey.
Really? Well, I've not seen him do that. I've got to make him do that. I've got a few monkeys actually in the cages downstairs, and maybe take one along.
I mean, warn him before he comes around because he gets quite amorous around them.
Does he? So he might get a bit too excited. Okay.
He might.
Well, the handler's got a taser on him normally, so
fine. You'll be all right then.
Yeah,
just get him to tell another story.
But that sounds hilaire. That sounds totes hilaire. Great. Okay, so let's see. We got a portfolio of cloned television entertainers from the past.
Yes.
Some of them bear fodder. Some of them possibly candidates to
brackets hiding.
Hiding. Yeah. Some of them either hiding or missing in action or actively
or melted.
Yeah, actively melted or bare eviscerated. And the others potentially could be used to create a series of revitalized brands of classic entertainment licenses. Okay. Now, listen, I'm quite interested in this plan of yours, and I think it's the sort of thing that that Tesco could become involved with.
Yeah.
The only problem I have now is that you've kind of told me who these people are that are working for you. You've told me the name of your company. You've told me where they're based in Surrey, London rather.
London, yeah.
You told me that they're based in London, and I just want to ask you, what's the incentive for me not to just utterly corporate buy you out in a hostile manner and take you out of the process entirely?
Well, basically nothing, but also,
yeah.
I don't know if you've thought about this.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You've got me. You've absolutely got me. Okay. You know what? I think we can do business. I think, maybe I could lay down a crypto profile of, should we say, £17.5 trillion?
That sounds perfect.
Great. And that will be the fifth biggest investment I make this month.
Actually, I just want to do something because obviously I'm a business guru as well.
Yeah, of course.
In my spare time, I wanted to just add something there.
Cool.
You said 17 trillion, right?
Yeah, 17.5 trillion.
17.5 trillion. What if I said to you 17.5 trillion and a penny?
How about 17.5 trillion and 12 pence?
Fucking hell, you got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
And that's a deal.
Wow.
I asked Tez whether cloning long-dead actors and making them fight dangerous animals is, strictly speaking, ethical, and he told me it was just paying tribute to the rich cultural heritage of the United Kingdom in a tactile installation, and not to worry about it anyway, as they're just actors. And if you'd like to hear the expanded, extra-long, extra-slanderous, vast, powerful cut of that interview, don't forget you can go to patreon.com/CrowleyTime and sign up at any paid tier to get all the uncut Faces of Conquest episodes and stacks of past bonus material to boot. Here's a taste of what you've been missing out on from this episode.
The face of Isaac Hayes, the brain of Albert Einstein.
Take 2 lefts and a right.
Insidimus Maximus Sotimus, something like that.
He's doing great. He's doing super great. He's really mad.
I asked Tez if maybe I could have some of the Rifkin's blood diamonds money, and he simply replied, "You don't give diamonds to pigs." So please do consider signing up as a supporter of this show today. If you have, you're one of my much valued Patreon supporters, and I want to say a great big thank you to you. If you give that little bit extra, I'd like to say an even bigger thank you, because you're one of my
Executive producers. Meme, Gordon Buxton, Diggory Laycock, Dr. the Eliminator, Brian Shymick, Samantha Dye and Peter Shanks, Charlie, Katrina Powers, James Rayliff, Ellie Dickens, Andy Case, Steve Bowkett, Sophie Walker, Abandoned Arse Factory, Nephi Allred, Michaela McNally, Anna, Jenko Jenkoloid, Laurel Carlson, Matthew Del Fabro, Brad, Purple Strawberry, George Cantor, Circumflex, Tobias Anderson, Sheena, Gigi Catherine, Maddie Sainsbury, Morito, Aileen Joins, Paul Tiemann, Kim M, Amanda Waterman, Eleanor Trickett, Charlie Markley, Matt Luckock, and James Roberts.
thanks all of you, and may you all feel a fair wind in your behind. Once again, I'd like to thank John Rain for introducing me to Roderick. John is a podcast supremo and hosts the fantastically funny film podcast Smirshpod. You can hear me guesting on lots of episodes of that, listeners. And he's also an author, writing insightful and witty books about the movies, including Explodo Book, all about action films, Thunder Book, all about James Bond, and Super Book, all about superhero movies. He also co-hosts the sublime A Wheezing Groaning Sound, a podcast that is supposedly about classic Doctor Who, but is actually just John, Tom Neenan, and Paul Litchfield making each other laugh until they're sick. Highly recommended. And I'd also like to make a personal plea to all listeners of this feed. Go over to YouTube and look up The Snake Boys Show, a monthly pop culture discussion show featuring John, the aforementioned Tom Neenan, and me, Tom Crowley. There are 5 episodes of that out already, all jam-packed with films, telly shows, video games, and 3 grown men giggling like tiny little boys. That's The Snake Boys Show on YouTube and your podcast app now. And once you've done all that and seen Crowley Time Live, Link's Gambit at the Edinburgh Fringe, 8:10 p.m, Wednesday the 19th of August at the Pleasance Courtyard, make sure to check back in 3 weeks when you'll meet another of the
Faces of